can't discuss the
Sorry, so I'm just gonna start up the meeting right now, and then Rumble will come. I'm pretty sure once I'm done with my whole spiel, Rumble will be back. So yeah, this is the emergency meeting regarding all kinds of shit that's been getting talked about in all the freaking gaming journalism websites and shit about PlanetSide 2, and also other things as well. So I'll first off talk about the stuff that does nothing to do with any of that shit, assuming that PlanetSide 2 doesn't go to shit itself. So first piece of information I have for those of you in TWC, as already mentioned, we're going to be accepting officers. We're going to go through training evaluations for the month of June. All information can be found in the announcements channel labeled TWC Leadership Application, that thing that was posted in April 22nd, 2018. Fill out that application and we'll see you there. Second piece of information is this is especially assuming that PlanetSide 2 doesn't go to shit. TWC will be taking part in the, I don't even know what number community smash this is now, but we're gonna be taking part in the June community smash. TWC Echo will be in it. At least we're gonna apply shortly, but we will. If you want to go ahead and be a part of that, go ahead and fill out that form, which can also be found in announcements. And lastly, now that Rumble is back here, I gotta wrap this shit up. We have a new officer role now. If you look over to your right, you will see the Wild Liaison Officer, and said people will be Featherbot and Hispanic Potato, and they'll be handling all of the inter-outfit bullshit that happens in between us and anyone else, I guess. So yeah,
other outfit.
Our new Wild Liaison officers will be Featherbot and Hispanic Potato Tits. So
congratulations.
Yeah,
congratulations.
With all that said, Rumble is clear to take the floor now that he is back with whatever the fuck he did, dropping the Rogars or whatever.
How did you know, sir? Well, okay, guys, I thank you very much for showing up to this meeting. I had a lot of meetings today with a lot of outfit leaders, and with the ongoing presence that is looming over our heads coming up within a month and a half that we have countdown to. Now, this is also affecting a lot of outfits in general, and it's freaking the people the fuck out on top of that. But before I get into that, Shadow, you represent Pell Riders, correct?
I guess, since I'm the only one that's even bothering to get on.
Well,
at least.
Well, pray to God that you're still a part of freaking Pale, because they kicked out 400 members today.
I checked.
Yeah. Well, it looks like one of your leaders or something like that got a hold of leadership and went to town on your members and kicked out 400 people, and it's causing a big stir on the TR side. So if I were you, I'd start.
That's to go back to Bert.
Well, the thing is, I mean, a couple of things can happen here, guys, regarding with that situation. Okay, as you know, we've been having problems with Dark and LOTC as of late. I've confronted today with some of the LOTC leadership and stuff of that nature. What's going on is that Cornflakes, he is joining the Navy. He'll be going off in 2 more days. He'll be going off to boot camp and stuff for the Navy, and then another 2 weeks later, he'll be sent out on the ship for 6 months after he's all passed and everything. So, with that being said, Cornflakes, who doesn't like a large outfit whatsoever, he came back recently to find that he had 467 to 478 members, and he kicked out nearly all of them, and he's down to 267, and he's working on the rest. So what happened was that LOTC, the leader of LOTC, which is 1vex1, is pretty much a kid, and his dad is running at this time Dark on the VS side. So they're playing both sides, okay? And that's
how they're doing it.
And that's why I came out with the order to pretty much kick out the dark members because they were playing both sides. I don't know if you've been paying attention for the last month. They were pretty much following us around, meaning the NC. So every base that we show up, they would show up too. You see what I'm getting at? So now on top of that, so they would follow us around. That's why we always got double teamed and all that stuff for the most part. TR, they pretty much gave up and they were throwing fights just to get out of the continent and stuff like that. And then on top of that, people not building bases and such and whatnot. Because let's face it, guys, the system right now really sucks when it comes to alerts. I love the old alert system, I've always have, and mix it up with the new ones and all that stuff. Well, with that being said, I had a long talk with Alvin the Blue. He's not that much older, but he's a teacher in real life. But he is one of the main leaders for LOTC, and he was trying to help Cornflakes, but the resistance from Cornflakes and those two were butting heads, and along with LOTC leadership, because Vex, which is the main leader, his dad is running dark at this time. And him and Cornflakes are not exactly getting along because they see two different things. Cornflakes likes a very small outfit. He's very one-sided on certain things. He likes infantry play only. He doesn't like to have a large mid-fit or large big fit on top of that. So he likes to keep it small and keep it simple. But that's where the infighting is really starting right now. And I was talking to Alvin today, and I tell him, says, why bother it? Because Cornflakes is going to pretty much destroy his own outfit, because the way that he runs things, he's not going to want a large outfit. I know him, and that's how he does things. And it's best for you just to stay out of that outfit altogether. I'm not trying to tell you what to do or anything of that nature. It's just the thing is that, this is coming to a head, and I told him straight, and he says, look, I can give a fuck about everybody else's outfit or anything. All I care about is this community that we are in, the wild cards. That is it. I told him straight. I says, I run this outfit like a business and stuff of that nature. I don't care about having a great reputation or this and that, because to me, any type of reputation that we get or any news is great news. They're all talking about us. We're getting on their fucking nerves and stuff. They hate us, whatever. I can care less. All I care is about you guys in this outfit, this gaming community that we built together. And then he was trying to, put some blame on me regarding with the situation, because we were kicking dark members, and I just told him straight, it's not going to, I don't like people that play both sides. It's just plain and simple.
Just real quick, Alvin, however you want to pronounce his name, he's not clear to join in this room unless Rumble says so. So don't mention anything in main chat.
Yeah. So leave it out of there. On top of that. So we had a long discussion, and I told him about, how Pell was going to implode on top of that, and what the reason why a lot of outfits fail, and he being of good sound mind and judgment. And I told him it's not best to save somebody's outfit that doesn't want to be saved. You just got to leave that outfit alone. You guys are coming in from LOTC. Yeah, you may have better leadership and stuff of that nature and stuff, but you got to let those people in that outfit make their own choices and stuff, and not just go in there try to hold their hand. It's everybody makes their own. An outfit fails because of the leadership in there and the people that are in it on top of that to make things work. The thing is, we have great chemistry here. I mean, we are all adults. We treat with each other with the utmost respect all of the time, in my opinion. And then we know how to run things around here on top of that. We keep you guys in the know. And I will always do that for you guys on top of that. Now, he was like, we also have further discussion on regarding with what's going on with Pell. And I told him, Well, you may want to go instead of just make your own outfit on over there on the TR side, if you like, and then start sucking up those people over there. Just leave VS alone and let them to their own devices. Let them make that choice. You know, it's if you guys are fighting all the time with Cornflakes on how to run an outfit and stuff, he comes back and you're fucking with his outfit, he's not going to give it up. He'd rather see it go bye-bye than let you guys take over and stuff like that. It's not going to happen. He's still going to be the leader on that. So when he leaves to go off to the Navy, he's not going to give it up. So they're planning. Their plan is pretty much this: when Cornflakes is gone, that's when they're going to move in and a lot more and create a much larger outfit and try to pretty much take over Dark. That is their main plan. And I said it's not going to work. I mean, he's not going to let you take that outfit over at all. He'd rather see it die off and stuff of that nature before he sees that sucker get big. You know. But and we had a good discussion overall, and he saw it my way and stuff of that nature. We did come to terms. He was asking me, begging me actually, to let Dark members into our platoons. I says no, I cannot do that because I'm also I'm the head honcho here for the wild cards, but at the same time I have to look out for my members, and what my members say goes, and that's just how we work here. I told them we treat it like a business, and that's how we do things. Okay, that's why all these other outfits fail out there, because they don't have what we have at all, and the way that we are structured. But this also we brought it ahead to regarding with what's going on. As you guys may have noticed in the news and stuff with the sanctions against Russia and this and that. There is a lot of rumors, hearsay, and stuff regarding with Daybreak Games maybe ending its the game soon. They got up to about a month and a half in order to come up with something, or their assets get shut down. Because here's the deal. They're saying they're not being owned by a Russian company, but in all actuality, the paperwork points to that direction. So the U.S. sanctions against Russia and all the companies that do business and stuff, and that is one of the companies on the list. So if their funds get cut off, guess what? Yes, it may be a U.S.-based company, Daybreak Games, but it's owned by a subsidiary of a Russian company. So they get their legs chopped off. Okay? So, with that being said, okay, the plan is to still play the game. We'll still keep doing to keep up and keep you guys up to date what's going on with Daybreak, because it's still up in the air. You're going to hear a lot of people bailing or this and that, stopping their memberships. I hope that you just keep playing the game still. And there's a lot of speculation going on out there, but a lot of these documents that you can see for yourself that really actually point to these Russian companies that, you know, and then you had a major CEO leave one of the companies. So when you see some CEOs start bailing, then you know there is some truth in the matter of that, of what's going on. But it's like one hand, the left doesn't know what the right is doing. But they're trying to keep things under the table and stuff like that. So Daybreak is trying to distance themselves, but the paperwork is leading to the Russian companies that are on the sanction list. So this is where, like I said, I always said that Daybreak may only have 1 year left, and here it is coming through fruition, maybe. But I'm not in full panic mode or anything like that, because the reason being is because we have a gaming community. We have a gaming community. We have a backup plan, people. We have 1,100 members. Okay? We are safe. I'm going to tell you that right now. Yes, I'll be going down with the ship when the last sunset on Araxis, if it does happen. But at the same time, we have other games that we can look at, look forward to. Anybody have any suggestions or that and of that nature? I don't want you guys to stop playing PlanetSide 2. Yes, it is our mainstay. That's where we've all began and stuff of that nature. And I'm going to keep continuing playing the game no matter what. Okay. But if you do decide not to put your money into Daybreak, I'm not going to ask you to do it. I let you make with your choice with your hard-earned money and your wallet. But me, I'm gonna do what I can, you know. But but number one, the main point I'm trying to get here is, guys, I'm not going to abandon you. I'm not going to take off. I'm not going anywhere. We are a gaming community. We are going to expand. We are already prospering in Warframe. We've got other games that are coming in. We got people coming in from those games too. And if we have to, we can make alliances with other factions from other games and stuff of that nature though too. So then, you know, we can join something of that type to make our guild even bigger, you know, of that type too. So we have a lot of avenues that we can go in and to expand and to make things better for ourselves. It's not the end of the world. It's not the end of the wild cards. We will persevere, overcome, and adapt to the situation like we always have. And how I taught you guys, you know? So any questions or anything that you guys want to bring up?
I have a
couple.
I have a real quick comment, and then I'll let whoever wanted to talk. So, in case people are wondering why we make Discord mandatory, this is kind of why. Because if anything happens with Daybreak or PlanetSide, anything unexpected, we have this Discord as a backup communication for us to be able to communicate about certain things. So if you see people who are online and they're bitching about Discord, it's one thing, it's understandable if Discord has issues being run on their computers and shit, but also remember, it's a fucking free program. So if you can encourage people to get on Discord, that'd be great. It's in the message of the day that pops up every single time that you log in. It's impossible to miss it unless you're just not looking for it. Second thing is that, as Rumble said, we're a gaming community. We have a Steam page. We also have a Facebook page. Shit, I think like some of us are going to be doing a San Diego meetup in August. So like, we're not going to be going anywhere. We're going to go down with the ship with Rumble and with everyone else that plays PlanetSide 2. If it goes down in June. We're not going to know until June 5th if it will go down or not, but we're going to keep doing it. We're just going to keep staying wild and freaking getting those motherfuckers in PlanetSide. That's just what we always do. That's what we do as wildcards. We stay wild and get those motherfuckers and put the cookies down. So just keep doing what you're doing. Keep doing what you're doing in PlanetSide. Don't sweat about any of the shit going on right now. If whatever will happen, and you know, unfortunately, we're not really in a position to do anything about it. But you know, we have this community that we've built, and we're all in this together, and all this other shit. So, yeah, and of course, as mentioned just earlier, we have Warframe. We have a Minecraft server going back up. Gonna be all kitted out and shit. Space Engineers is also a current work in development due to some things, and we also have a YouTube channel where we do freaking weekly podcasts. So I mean, like, there's a lot of shit that we're doing. So we're not going anywhere. If PlanetSide's going anywhere, I mean, if PlanetSide's freaking hitting the freaking haywall, the wall, and it's just gonna freaking crumble, we're still gonna be around. So yeah. Anyway, who wanted to say this shit before I rudely interrupted?
Raven Feather here would like to make a statement.
Yeah, me too.
All right, Raven. We'll go Raven and then Lone.
All right, guys. Just want to remind everyone that this is the first time that we've had Panic come to PlanetSide 2 back in several years ago, before when it was still SOE. There was like panic because they changed to Daybreak Games. Everyone thought, oh no, PlanetSide 2 is going to die along with everyone else because the company's going to is they look at assets and gather them and kill them. Well, that was like 3 years ago or so, and we're still here. So I wouldn't panic like Rumble said. I'd say, yeah, keep an eye on things, but the people at Daybreak, formerly SOE, they're not going to go anywhere without a fight if they can help it. So if they have to find somebody else to buy them, they will. But more likely, they'll ride it out and keep things going. So all I would say is if you're really concerned, tell other people, other players, look into subscriptions, help support the game, help support the devs, because that's the best thing you can do right now. So, all right. So that's all I wanted to say.
All right.
Well, that's it. Go ahead.
Hand it off to Lone Wendigo.
Yeah. So, on that note of the whole PlanetSide 2 might be going away, in that second Reddit that Rumble linked, they talk about how that's not happening. I wanted to know the credibility behind that.
Or no? Yeah. Yes, it's hot. Unless you want me to take my shirt off.
Yeah,
all right, server muted. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Marsh, you little shit.
All right, let's carry on.
Okay, so what's the credibility behind the second Reddit post linked where basically the dude says that none of that's actually happening and the Daybreak is fine?
Well, the thing is, okay, Rail gets a fucking paycheck. Nico gets all the paycheck and all that stuff over there. The devs, they're gonna shut up. Okay, they're gonna be told what to do. It's remember, it's a business first, always. Okay. And they got jobs, and they get a paycheck, they get told what to do, so they're going to be quiet as possible. And also, I also believe that that's the reason why they came out with this an ASP system to get some cash. Okay, so when you have something that's going down or something like that, they're going to come up with different loot box systems and stuff like that to create revenue. Okay, this is a business, people. It's just like I had my 79 trucks that I had, for a long time and stuff. You don't get big by not spending any money. Okay, you got to spend money in order to improve. But on top of that, you have to, get more infrastructure, all this stuff, and it takes money. So you have to raise money on top of that to grow your business. So that's what they're trying to do, trying to save their asses right now. Okay,
spend money to make money.
Exactly.
I'm a paying member for the game too. Like I'm not gonna stop paying for my membership until the shit goes down, if it goes down.
Well, I've spent $2,500 on this game for the last 2 years.
Christ.
And then plus with my membership. But before that,
I probably spent only like 100, 150.
Well, before that, I didn't spend nothing that. Okay. I'm a whale, but whales are not going to save this sumbitch. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Okay. That's what they were hoping, but I'm telling you, it's the average guy, such as yourselves, average lady, busting your ass, working 2 to 3 jobs a week and shit, and coming here on the game, and you guys are the ones saving the game. It's not me. I can only do so much. So, I mean, there is a lot of hearsay in some of these, but at the same time, you gotta make your own decisions and stuff like that regarding with that. I don't want anybody to leave our outfit or anything of that nature. I think we have an awesome gaming community that we built, and that's why people are still here, still around, and what we provide for them. And I'm glad that we came up with this gaming outfit.
I'm glad to be a part of you guys.
Mm-hmm. So, and I'm happy you guys are here with me too. So, like I said, I want to keep playing the game, keep everything as normal as possibly as we can be. I mean, the thing with the implosion of Pale going on, that's going to affect Shitter's Conquest this weekend. And I mean, we may not be able to have a Shitter's Conquest. I'm trying to get fucking LOTC involved. They've been out for several months now, away from the event, and all we're down to is K&A. And also regarding with that situation, KNA and LOTC are trying to form a friendship, an alliance or something to get things going over there on their side of the fence to really get a lot more English speaking people to come to their outfits and stuff too. So guys say good luck. So
before we resume, I had a couple questions / comments to address.
Yeah, go ahead, please. Go ahead.
Okay, so Taggers, you're hot micing, by the way. Thank you. So before I came into the wildcards, I was the lead community manager / recruitment officer for a Warframe clan. At the time was around 100 members. Formerly used to be around 800 members. It was called the Fantasy League of Extraordinary Gentlemen. I think it was a little bit before the wildcards started getting into a Warframe, but it used to be really big. And then when I came out as a community manager, it just tanked. I want to say this right now. Communities that deal in only single video games, in the event of it actually, if their main game does collapse, typically last around 1.5 to 2 years. Obviously, that's not going to happen with wildcards, but I just wanted to address that. The other thing is that if PlanetSide 2 does shut down, I'm hoping that the NC and TR factions, some of their outfits, such as the traditionalists from the TR and the NC side, do come to the wildcards and try to form more of a giant community, therefore, so that we can try and move on to a different game that could support us all. If that makes any sense. Excuse me, I kind of rambled there.
No, that makes perfect sense.
Yeah, it makes perfect sense. We like to keep the community
I know exactly
as
what
a
you're
whole.
talking about.
So, but right now there is what's going on in all the factions. It's a lot of infighting. Okay, that's why. That's why if you ever hop on command channel these days, it's so damn toxic.
Taken behind.
Well, anytime I hop on command chat, it's usually Tuna Cat just screaming his lungs out.
Mm-hmm. And he's a toxic person himself. You know what I mean?
Command chat used to be freaking. Command chat used to be a nice place where we could actually communicate with people. Now it's just a fucking shit
work
fest.
Together. There are very few outfits out there these days that I even communicate with. You know.
I used to run with Anomaly, and we used to have an excellent time in command chat.
Command chat was never good for all I remember.
Mm-hmm.
Who the fuck has
fucking
Texas
muted
speech?
that shit.
Rio.
Yeah, Rio isn't allowed to wake up his mom.
She'll literally kill him.
Oh. So,
but in any case, just to address the whole thing real quick with all the other TR and NC outfits and stuff, here's the thing when it comes to the PlanetSide 2 community is that, ultimately we all want PlanetSide to succeed, whether or not if it fucking goes to the ground and people are trying to figure out where the fuck to go. Regardless of whether they show up in TWC or not, we're still going to be in communication with them. There's a lot of different Discord servers. We're all a part of some kind of PlanetSide 2 Discord web. And now that we also have the Wild Liaison officers with us as well, if it ever comes to that where PlanetSide 2 comes down or goes down, we'll be in communication with everyone, regardless of whether they're in this Discord or whether we're on someone else's Discord. There will be communication to be had, and everyone will be up to date with what the fuck's going on. But as we've said previously, just keep going as is. Shit isn't going anywhere. At least think of it that way, because we honestly don't know until June 5th, because apparently that's the date when all the shit supposedly goes down. So.
Yeah, either they sell it or whatever, but it takes a while to get a sale done these days and stuff, especially international sales. And
there's a lot of different scenarios that could come up, that can happen, and for the most part, we're not under the fucking driver's seat right now. We're not in the driver's seat. It's Daybreak and whoever else is fucking handling that shit, not us. So we ultimately don't have the full picture, the big picture as far as what the fuck's going on, but we can only assume for now that PlanetSide might be going down or it might not. And I'd like to think that for everyone who's in here right now, that we just keep playing PlanetSide as it was meant to be played, and that's with fucking all the big ass fucking fights, shooting the shit, and freaking doing all kinds of crazy stuff.
Yeah. But go ahead, sir.
I'm sorry. Is there a possibility that PlanetSide 2 could be signed over to a different company?
That is a possibility.
Very likely.
There's also the possibility that the game will continue to go because of the fact that this is a sanction. You're not necessarily terminating the game. You might be just decreasing the flow of money into the company. So there's a lot of things that might happen. And of course, like I mentioned, we don't know for sure what the fuck will happen if anything happens to begin with. So until we know, just keep going.
Well, don't
remember. Well, I was gonna say is remember that Daybreak has a number of titles that they oversee. They have servers for and all, and we're one of many. I don't know what our position is as far as profit.
Well, they have 5 different games that they own.
Yeah.
League of Legends is one of them.
Yeah, and I don't see the Daybreak kind of collapsing anytime soon with strong IPs. With large player bases. I mean, it would take a lot to just kill the company outright. It would have to be a slow death. So I doubt that happen.
It can also be a quick death because if that Russian money is cut off, it cuts off the other company entirely, and then they're out of cash. You see what I'm saying?
Well, let's be real here. League of Legends is not dying. Like, no time soon.
Absolutely not.
No,
we should all play Warframe and Minecraft.
Yeah.
I concur.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'll go buy a real Lego set before I play.
Oh, about no.
The real Lego set.
I'm sorry. Where does it say that they own League of Legends?
Mm.
And I'm sorry, I hate to bring this back up, but about the loot crate thing, let's just take a look for a second and see what happened to H1Z1.
10-10.
Once the farm failed tigers all day not play Minecraft.
H1Z1 wasn't a game that was based out of 2002. Or 2003, whatever.
Oh, okay. Well, they own DC Universe. They owned H1Z1, but H1Z1's going down in the toilet. So it has been because it's competing with PUBG, and PUBG is just killing it. So,
Don't you mean Fortnite?
Yeah, Fortnite's killing PUBG.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
It's a fucking domino effect.
It's a kill circle.
Exactly.
It's the circle of life.
They just added in battle royale games from the get-go.
Yeah.
But here's the thing: there is no other game in existence like PlanetSide that comes close.
Here's some food for thought. Could make Arma 3 like PlanetSide 2. Just take a couple mods.
Oh, please.
And a couple of supercomputers.
Yeah.
Please no.
If you see
Imagine having 400 people in an Arma 3 server.
The desync would be insane.
Exactly.
I'm sorry.
There's already enough desync as it is with 96 players.
Mm-hmm.
But having freaking 800 total, my god.
Well, the thing is here, guys, we're here for damage control, rumor control, all types of control, pretty much so that nobody jumps ship prematurely and stuff like that. But like I said, when it comes down to business and stuff, acquisition of companies and stuff of that nature, it all boils down to said thing, business. It's all about money. If a company, if a parent company does not have enough money to operate, they are going to get rid of that asset, and that may include Daybreak Games. They may have to sell it off in order to achieve their main goal, so that can be separated from the parent company. And because right now, Daybreak Games is having an identity crisis. Who the fuck bought them? And it's like Daybreak saying, "No, you didn't buy us, but we know who bought us." And it's going around in a big circle jerk, and nobody wants to admit it. But it is actually a Russian company that did. So with that being said,
the housing bubble crisis.
Exactly. But
I bet it's Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac who did it this time.
So it's just, he's right. He is right. If you put it in that retrospect, though, the thing is, okay, they bought Daybreak Daybreak bought SOE for such and such amount of money. Now that it's only worth like 1 million versus when they first bought it was 100 million. So, and they can't get rid of it. So it does happen. People are, they're upside down in their house or their car. It happens every day. So with that being said, so that is a situation. But a lot of people, a lot of companies out there don't want to take hold of a company that is going under. And with
I want to address the planet side in Arma again.
I thought we were done with that.
Yeah, stop that right now. Let me just say this, although.
Stop that right now.
Okay, but you get what I'm trying to say, right? So it's just business. So most companies, they take over other companies because they're profitable and it's going to look damn good on their books. Okay. When a parent company takes over another smaller company and stuff like that and makes it a subsidiary of that company, they make sure, damn sure, the motherfucker's a moneymaker first. If it's not, they're not going to sink their money into a fucking, Titanic. Okay. So that's just the way it is, And remember, don't rely on the devs to come and spill their beans and stuff like that. They get a fucking paycheck. They're told to shut the fuck up. Don't say a
They
damn
sign
word.
NDAs.
Exactly. Non-disclosure agreements.
And then they're whipped and sent back to the data mines.
Exactly. Okay. And also trade secrets and all that shit. They are not allowed to talk or anything. Okay.
Right.
So don't rely on them to come and save the game and this, and Rail is not a fucking savior. He's a fucking pencil pusher, just like everybody else over there, and he taps the keys. He's told what the fuck to do. Okay? And he gets a paycheck.
He's been pushing too many pencils.
Yep.
He could be getting a paycheck for much longer.
Exactly. So you got some of their CEOs jumping ship right now at Daybreak. So shit, if that should tell you something right there. But we're going to still continue play the game as is. Okay. I'm not going to listen to all the hearsay bullshit and stuff because, right now, the PlanetSide community is up in arms and people are saying I spent all this fucking money in the game, but hey, you made that choice to spend your money on the game. You made that choice. Okay. It's just like you can't get your fucking money back. It's not going to happen. Okay.
Yeah, I think I've gotten a pretty good return for the thousands I've dumped into PlanetSide 2. So.
I could say the same about Star Wars: The Old Republic. I spent $3,000 in that fucking game, and apparently it's shutting down soon.
Wow,
baby.
I spent $200 with the Rings Online, which was actually bought out by Daybreak. Now that's going under ship too. So,
oh Lord.
Yeah.
You think
everything's going to shit.
Disney
I
for
spent
killing
$5
Star
on Candy
Wars?
Crush.
Just remember, guys, if the triangle of death can happen in real life, the triangle of death can happen in video games.
The Bermuda Triangle.
Yeah.
It's a saying like three people that you know in your lifetime will die at like certain times in a year. You have like one guy die first, another dies second, and the other dies third, and then you're good for the rest of the year or something. That shit can happen in the gaming community too.
Well, that just went dark.
Yeah.
Well, we've just had all those.
I like how much
celebrities die,
emphasis.
Mm-hmm.
I like how much emphasis you put into the word "die" every time you said it. It was pretty cool.
Die.
Went from gaming to dead.
Dies at a certain time. Another guy dies.
It's been done to death anyway. But as I mentioned in the miscellaneous game, StarCraft 2 is also an option. It is free to play.
Oh yeah, I should probably mention that. I should probably mention that real quick. So, as we have said many times now, this is a gaming community. If you have any games by which you want to share with anyone else, miscellaneous chat is the chat for that. So
StarCraft is free to play now.
So do I sign up for Smash?
Okay.
Online, let's go.
Wait, hold on. Did someone say StarCraft is free to play now?
StarCraft is free to play confirmed.
Oh, really? Yes. Hold on, I'm about to hop on right now.
Okay, so we got
like some stupid ass
StarCraft.
microtransactions.
What about World of Tanks, World of Warships, stuff like that?
Yeah, don't play any of the. Hey, hold on. Don't play World of Tanks. Don't play World of Warships. Play fucking War Thunder.
War Thunder?
War
Okay.
Thunder.
Yeah, okay.
And they have way more vehicles in it too. The vehicles go up to the 80s now.
Yeah, War
Really?
Thunder's the shit,
Those
bro.
that are not, for those of that are not going to listen to what he just said, I am already in for warships, so you can link up with me if you want to get in on that.
World of Warships is the only exception because there's no other warship game right now.
Yes.
Can I nominate? Can I nominate a game?
Yeah, of course you can. That's why we're in
Eve
gaming
Online.
community.
Eve Online!
Eve Online is the shit.
Nope.
Wild cards zerg that shit hard, baby. We did the biggest
Hang on.
Let's do it.
Yeah, we
Please.
gave it
Wherever
there.
we go.
Dude, we have to. That'd be
Dude.
fucking amazing.
I've always just like
in the basic ship.
I've always just
Hold on, go to Miss Chat and put these in.
All right, give me one moment.
I've heard the stories of like know-nothing ships just swarming capitals and just tearing them apart and like totally decimating these massive online guilds.
If you guys do want to start,
They got real money in those ships, man. Some of those ships cost
Some of
10 grand.
those ships, dude, some of those ships cost upwards of thousands of dollars, and that's not.
I know it was like
more
Tens of thousands.
Tens of thousands.
There was a
If you
big
guys-
war that happened like a couple of years ago that like cost somewhere into hundreds of thousands of dollars.
World War
talk
B.
no.
Can I give myself an E story time?
Yes.
Yeah.
Online is
can I say
good game
something?
for this clan.
Can I say something real quick before you do that, though, man?
Yeah, go ahead.
If anybody does, I don't know if it's already been established. If anybody does want to start a Wildcards Corp with me, please hit me up.
I've actually started
I
one.
got you.
Yes,
Honestly,
me.
A corp on what?
All
I'm
right.
gonna say
This is Aboleth, and Aboleth has already started a corporation in Eve.
Wow, man, I'm gonna have to re-download Eve, man.
For
Shit.
fuck's sake. All right,
I'm gonna do it right now.
guys, listen up. All right,
Like
so
me
if you're
to
gonna,
that.
if you're gonna be
Click
so,
on.
if you're gonna be starting some shit in another game and it's picking up a little bit of players from here, let the officers or someone from leadership know so that way we can give you your own dedicated text channel.
Yeah.
Excellent.
So that way you don't have to
I
just
didn't
use
make-
miscellaneous game. So the way that
I
it
didn't
works.
make any.
So the way
I
that
didn't
it
make any
works.
mention because it's
Right.
like me and one other guy that ever play it.
So
Yeah,
so
but-
just the way that it works for those of you that don't know, because we haven't really explained this and fully fleshed it out, but for the most part you'll be if there is a good following, a good amount of people who are into a game in the wildcards, we'll give that gaming group their own text channel and shit under the other games category, and if it picks up a lot of heat like how Warframe has, we'll give you your own freaking like ace of spades officers lineup and everything. So you know, if all we ask of you is that if you're gonna do that shit and you're trying to get people and recruit it in there, do us a good favor, respect the fucking wildcard name, and freaking like be dedicated to it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
If you're not dedicated to it, the best you'll have is just the miscellaneous game channel. So
yeah, but if one comment for me, if we do end up getting into Eve and become our own corporation, I'd see us becoming a kind of a hybrid between Goon Swarm Federation and Bob.
I wouldn't say Bob. I would say Test.
Test. Okay, that's actually a good point. Yeah, Test Alliance.
You're giving me PTSD.
Yeah.
Stop mentioning test, please.
Double ET are those names.
All right, with
we don't need Fountain War 2.0.
God,
with all of that said, my man wanted to mention something.
I lost $300. It's like $1,000 to end the Fountain War. Please stop.
Wow.
That shit's real life, man.
Wait, so StarCraft 2 is now completely free to play?
Yes.
It is completely free to play except for the campaign.
Just wanted to make sure.
You still have to buy the campaign.
Yeah, you have to buy the campaign. There are co-op commanders you can purchase for microtransactions and stuff like that. You can buy different commanders and play co-op with your friends, but there are a few free. There's like 6 of them are already free. Or 7.
Just wanted to make sure, because I already got Destiny 2 downloaded, so I was able to hop on the Blizzard. Oh, Destiny 2, that's another good game that we could hop on to.
Oh, Lord.
No, fuck
That's another story. You were talking about planet side sinking, man. Destiny 2 is already like 75% under the water.
I've also, another thing, I've also uncovered a kind of a thing of Halo Online.
Yes,
So,
I saw that too.
Yeah, so we can also get into that.
Would anybody
Halo Online question mark?
I'd be interested in Halo
Okay.
Online.
Okay, let's just go to Mech Warrior. Okay, let's go pay some battle tech.
Frickin'.
Stop yourself.
Why don't we take over Wizard 101? You know?
Wizard.
Yes, we'll be part of the inner circle.
Let's Dude, that was my first PC game. Never forget.
Yeah, we can also get into Robocraft, so that's another game we can do.
Yeah.
And if Hawken was still a thing, I'd say we would get into that.
Whatever happened to Hawken? I think the server shut down. Yeah.
What is Halo Online?
Yeah. So here, if everyone quiets down, I'll tell the story of Hawken.
Let's play Roblox.
So,
everyone stops talking.
What happened to Hawken was for a number of years ago, for the longest time, I guess its original developer went under for some reason, but the game was still there, but it was just kind of floating around ownerless. And so after a while, Reloaded Games picked it up, and I didn't know this from first-hand experience, but I guess they have a history of kind of ruining games for money. So everyone was kind of concerned. So at first, they just fixed bugs and optimized, and everything was fine. And then they decided, like, hey, let's make a console version. And they made that, unbalanced and buggy and laggy and terrible, but everyone was like, okay, we're on PC, so we should be fine. And then a little after they made the console version, they had the bright idea of porting that console version back to PC, which caused so much of the player base to just leave and disappear completely that they shut down the servers in January of this year.
Wow.
So that's kind of confusing, though. Why would they go from PC to console back to PC? That makes no sense.
I have no idea.
Who said
their heroes are ruining
They did a major update to the PC version. It was exactly like the console.
Oh,
and it
okay.
was like it ran just as terribly. Yeah, exactly.
Not enough computing power.
Yeah. Okay. Just real quick, I'm going to throw this out. I did link the download website for Halo Online. It's in the miscellaneous game chat.
Okay, great.
You sir are a hero. Thank you very much.
You're welcome, sirs. They don't call me Halo Star for nothing.
Hey, Rumble. Is there any way that Eve can get their own chat?
You gotta get Steam first. Sign a petition.
You gotta get Steam.
Sign the petition.
Actually, put up a straw poll.
Demonetized.
I've already done it. I did it a while back.
Beeb new channel now.
Well, I don't mind anybody bringing up games, stuff like that. Like I said, I mean, if we get people to enough play on it, you guys get your own text channel, and then on top of that, you'll get your own voice channel so that you guys can operate in the game and stuff. Now, remember, spread the word. Get everybody here on the Discord, because that's why we have this here for everybody. And it's fucking free. It's free. It doesn't cost you a fucking dime, and where you guys can shoot the shit and talk and, get with your community here and stuff like that. Because look, I always say this and I keep on saying it, and it's still true to this day. It's not about a game anymore. It's about relationships that we built, and all the camaraderie, the shit talking, the great fun that we have, and that's what makes us so successful. That's why people are jealous, because they don't have what we have as a community. Okay, that's why their outfits fails. Ours is still going on strong, and we're going to be going on 4 years now. 4 years as an outfit. It is a very long fucking time. That's like 20 years in real life. You know what I'm saying? So in gaming years, that's a long time to be on.
I will say that I used to run with this old gaming community. I mean, we're talking like Diablo old, called Battle.net Revolution, and they fucking died out last year. It was a tragedy.
Okay, I know I barely know most of you, but to be honest, you all are like a family to me.
That's the way I feel about you guys, man. Shoot,
bro.
You know?
This commentary is why I stay up at night.
Jesus Christ.
That's just not as hard.
I got a quick question, guys.
See,
That's
see,
the wild
I mean, we
fact
can
I
have
know.
fun. That's what I'm talking about. Shit. I mean, look, we're here shooting the shit, having fun, everybody's panicking or whatever, and we're discussing. We are open. Okay, anybody can contact me any time of day, man. I'm fucking retired. You guys can contact me, call me here
Unless it's
on
waffle
Discord, all that stuff.
Wait, guys. Also, why the hell do we have the ghost of Stephen Hawking in our chat?
Oh, because he can't talk. His mommy won't let him talk.
Oh, don't be mean to him. He's just a young boy.
I know, we're fucking with you, man. So
Literally 23. First off, we
Let me
asked.
fuck this shit up.
All right, I got a question.
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
How many of you guys play tabletop RPGs?
I
used to.
I have tabletop.
I haven't played.
When I
in a
realized
while.
I had to
I
actually
play those
do the
every
work
week.
of setting up the game, I'm just like, fuck this.
Oh yeah.
Warhammer 40k.
Real quick, I'm going to go ahead and mention this as well, since it's being brought up in the miscellaneous chat. Might as well say it. That EVE Online is now completely free to play.
Yes.
Not completely. Not completely. There is your alpha clone, but you still have restrictions.
Yeah, that's what I said. Entry level.
You can fly anything up to a battle cruiser.
Right. It's free. And
I would like to consider it freemium.
Premium?
Yeah, really, that's what it is. No, it's pay to win. It's kind of pay to win.
Once you get past a certain point, the game has attempted to link itself to the real world economy, and it's done a pretty good job.
It's
Spreadsheet online, guys.
EVE Online is
Microsoft
pretty
Excel.
much the online equivalent of the real world. I am not even fucking joking.
This is the reason
shit
that
is the-
Second Life died.
Yeah, guys, I have Excel and spreadsheets and all that for Eve. I update it every hour with the market trends. If you guys want a link, I'll send it to you guys.
Yeah,
Cool.
I'm pretty
Go ahead
sure.
and send it to
Yeah,
me, please.
but I'm pretty sure if we got into it full force,
Guys,
we could
that
have,
shows you just how little of a life I have.
we could have the effectiveness of Bob with the family connection of what was it? Like the Goon Swarm Federation.
Can you guys please stop talking about Tester Goon Swarm? You're giving me PTSD.
You want to get real PTSD? Let's talk about the Guiding Hand Social Club.
Stop.
Let's just talk about the.
I want to hear. I want to
talk
hear
about
what.
him.
I want to see if Corey has anything to say. Corey Doolin, you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah, we have anything that you would like to say?
No, I don't. I hope y'all don't despair. I hope that Wildcards continues on strong and continues to grow and be healthy. And if there's anything I can do to help with that, let me know.
Appreciate that.
In worst case scenario, if Planetside does go down, we'll just shift all of our focus to Eve. And
Yes.
we'll be
Plus, you're
successful
so-
there. Sorry, be successful there.
Would you join an Eve Corp?
Yes.
Okay. Well,
I'll
I will start one.
You guys are already in a BattleTech, or God damn it, sorry, Planetside.
I don't know Eve Online, man.
Okay, but
Corey,
I got a proposal though too for you guys. Okay.
Go ahead.
All right, here's my proposal. Now remember, I have all naming rights to the outfit regarding with the wild card.
Oh god, where's this going?
Oh no,
where's this going?
So listen to me. If anybody would like to make any type of merchandise or anything of that nature, okay? All right. Now listen to me very carefully. I don't need fucking money, okay? I got money. It doesn't bother me a damn bit. But what I'm asking you, if you want to come up with some type of merchandise and T-shirts that is affordable for everybody, because let's make sure that the T-shirts are affordable. And if you guys are going to be using the Fit logo and that. All I'm asking from you is pretty much either 0.5% of the take-in, and then listen to me carefully. You gotta send me a shirt, any type of merchandise. You ship it, you pay for it, you give it to me, and that's all I'm asking for.
You got it, sir.
Okay.
Percent merch. I like that.
Wild cards, hoodies, gimme.
So
Rumble. Hey, on to that Rumble.
What's say again, sir?
Holy optimization.
That gave me a thought. I guess this would probably require.
Big on thought.
Big odd.
This would probably require raising the prices a little, but we could set up sort of a thing where, like, every so often the revenue from merch, if there's enough of it, comes back to kind of benefit players in game, like with a tiny little,
Okay, gotcha.
So
I
on your company.
have an idea about that as well. Can I bring up something?
Yeah, go ahead.
I say that we have a portion of the profits go to a unified account for the wild cards to assist with our inside.
How about this? How about 7%? Actually, no, wait, hold on. Let me.
About no.
What's the federal tax percent in the U.S.?
11.75.
11%. How about 11%? 11% of the revenue, and we're talking about federal here.
Too much.
The federal. 11% of our revenue goes into an account that's for the entire community. Does that sound all right?
You talking about a mutual fund?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I kind of like that idea because then we could put it towards stuff that we do like as an outfit. So if we want,
why not buy Planet Side ?
Yeah, let's fucking buy Planet Side.
No, can't talk.
Whew. Sir, I don't have 50 million in my pocket right now.
I don't think we have
come on,
to combine to all of
You have 49 million.
I'll be right back. Winning the lottery.
Winning the lottery.
If we did that, we could actually help pay for subscriptions for people who couldn't.
That's true.
For said games like Space Engineers or something.
Or Chivalry.
Yeah.
Chivalry.
Or no, not
That man a hot date.
Could make
So you're saying we could all put our money in and buy the game so it doesn't go down.
Yo, can you hook a brother up, man? Shoot.
I will say this though. I will say. Let me say this real quick for anyone who is thinking about doing T-shirts. I have a couple of design ideas for you.
Rumble.
No.
Rumble. I sent you some designs.
No.
Blue system. No.
Shut the fuck up.
Sounds like
the first design.
Guys.
The first design is something that has to do with Rogar.
Yes.
No.
The second design. The second
Double
design
veto.
has to do with something that freaking involves Vanu and fucking lifting in spandex, and I'll fucking buy that shit and make my workout T-shirt.
I like that
Gotta have GPMF,
I'll make that my workout T-shirt.
Every time that we capture base, it's 50 squats, and you have to save
Get that
Anu between each one.
Get that motherfucker, baby.
Workout shirt with what on it exactly? Here, say it again. I missed.
Here's another idea. Let's go.
Okay.
Let's go to the actual literal name of the group, right?
Make a
The
hoodie
wild
with Wild
cards
logo on the back. Easy money.
poker cards.
Poker cards.
Poker cards.
I'll take
use
it
them
one
with my
step
friends.
further. I'll take it one step further. Let's open our own goddamn casino.
Okay, we could do that too.
I'm Native American. I can endorse this.
I love you guys.
Make our own
Yeah.
custom cards.
Who's Native American?
Wow.
All right.
I'm Native. I got you guys.
We're just hauling around inside of a
suggest custom
galaxy,
cards.
making a party bus.
Party buses.
Guys, he's trying to make Battle or Planet Side real.
Better yet, let's build it. Let's build an actual working Sunder, and then just like fucking travel around the US.
We can all No. Do a harasser first. Do a harasser. No. Do a harasser first.
You want to harass her? Buy a Jeep.
Or what you could do is you could refit a current modern day fucking Galaxy, which is the fucking what is it, the Osprey? If you could refit that shit to make it look like a fucking Galaxy.
Or you could just get like a school bus, put a bunch of like metal plates around it, and color it into the ABC colors. There you go. It's a party center.
Yeah, it's a party center.
Party center. Gonna have like
some fucking
drink
lights on the
fridges
bottom of the
and
fucking car.
some
on the fucking
pizza
bus.
ovens, man.
Shit, dude.
Widescreen TVs.
Oh
Hang on, why don't we actually do that?
Battle Bus, boys.
It's like the fucking modern day hippie. It's the modern day hippie van.
Why don't
No, we need to
Spot
make
on that one, Val Arnold.
we need to make like 3 and do like Sunday balls in real life.
Oh, God.
Let's run down the highway. Have like little t-shirt cannons on top. You know?
That'd be amazing.
Yeah, go ahead, sir.
Okay, I sent you some designs on Facebook Messenger for
Okay.
I'm still waiting on approval for those. It's been a while.
Okay, good. Alrighty.
I am trying to say something, please.
Alright, Ghost of Stephen Hawking. I thought you were
Go
dead.
ahead, Rio. Go ahead.
The meeting over.
And this close.
I thought Stephen Hawking was dead.
The meeting over.
Is the meeting over?
No. We're still going on, dude. Come on, man. Talk it up.
Oh, by the way, I just requested to join the Wildcards group on Facebook.
Okay.
Alrighty.
You're not allowed in.
I'll get
Man,
to that.
come on. Sorry, man. We're full.
I better get paid
I'll
for
get to
this.
that. You've been approved.
Thank you.
Rumble has become the Facebook Nazi.
Don't be surprised if you find out
Facebook
that
version of the soup Nazi.
Don't be surprised if you find out that I'm Asian.
Whoa.
Hey,
wait, Arnold, you're Asian?
What the fuck kind of?
You want to know something that'll shadow your
Mind blown.
You want to know something that'll shadow your reality? I'm 19. I look like I'm 25.
Reality, I'm 15.
Man, people think
I'm a
people in the
fetus.
game think I'm like 17 or 19 or something like that, and it's like, where the fuck they get that from? So, see,
Angels guys, yeah.
How old do
Hear
you
this
think I am?
beautiful.
From my voice alone,
I don't know,
how
5
old
or
do you think I am?
14.
14.
No, you're close.
15?
Yeah.
I'll just say from first-hand
You
experience.
kids.
Wait, who is that?
Yeah, but
The
guys,
man.
if we do decide
Question?
Yeah, go ahead, sir.
Actually, never mind.
The man is the kid in the room.
I'll just say from first-hand experience that California is actually a fairly diverse place.
Yes, it is. Unfortunately,
I know, I live here.
we're starting to get a majority Mexican population in the southern portions of the state.
Mexicans.
Let's not get into
They're
that.
turning the damn frogs.
Hey guys, no
Let's
political
not
shit
get
here.
into that.
Yeah,
They're
guys.
turning the damn frogs gay.
Look, guys. Remember, clear comms. Remember, guys, there's no political talk or anything in this outfit whatsoever,
No
or any of the
controversial
games
shit.
that we're in.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Controversial.
That is our number one rule. Keep it clean regarding with that. Anything we can talk about any other type of bullshit, but no politics. Okay,
I
this
thought that was
outfit.
get that motherfucker was our first rule.
There you go. But the
On
thing
a
is,
more fun and nice note,
we
does anybody
include
want-
everybody. I don't care what.
We have 4 first rules.
Yeah, every rule is the first rule.
Yeah.
Which is of equal priority.
Yes.
Don't
it
talk
does-
about the wild cards.
And it does not fork.
Rule number 1.
Okay.
Can we just go on the team group and change every bullet point to 1? They're all number
This
1.
is dumb.
Hey guys.
Yeah, but what's going on in the game itself is right now there's a lot of aggressiveness and stuff like that. We've encountered this almost every day of the week and stuff of that nature. But the thing is, don't step in the bullshit, guys. So I mean, you're going to hear a lot of hearsay out there regarding what's going on with Daybreak and stuff like that. But like I said, June 5th, that's what's going to tell the tale. But I still foresee Shooter's Conquest going on this weekend, but I don't see any Pell showing up. So because their TR is in full disarray right now regarding with that situation. So
Well, hopefully we can get some of the traditionalists to come in. Just
yeah,
We'll see what we can do.
Well, that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to reach out who's who now. And so the thing is, I'm going to reach out for Wiggy Waz, and as well as our representative, Wiggy Waz, and we got Shadow here.
Oh, I thought you said Wiggy Wash. We have a car place called Wiggy Wash. It's the worst place ever. I thought
We also have another place called the Quick Quack.
The Quick Quack. Have you heard the advertisement?
Yeah, have you seen the Quick Quack?
The Quick Quack car wash.
I saw that. I was like, the
car
Quick
wash
Quack
for
car wash is
They only have the
amazing.
most annoying ad song in the history of mankind.
What outfit is Wiggy in now?
Wiggy, I don't know. I have to look him up to see if he's in Pale still, because a lot of people got booted out. I mean, they had about 600 and some members, and then now they're down. Somebody that was a leader that got promoted as leader wiped out 400 people out of their outfit. So that's what's happening with Pale. Pale imploded. They had 108 leaders. They had 108 leaders. When you have so many damn leaders, it's going to cause a lot of infighting and stuff of that nature. So that's what happened. You know,
that's why we were all indoctrinated to the cult of Rumble Tough.
And Rogar.
Oh my gosh.
Rumble Tough and Rogar.
Frickin' NC outfit.
The cult of Rogar is an actual thing on NC.
I didn't even know. I didn't know that was a thing until I looked at the map and it says captured by the cult of Rogar. I'm like,
yes.
Really?
With the Unicran as the outfit logo.
Oh my goodness.
All right.
Jesus Christ.
Well, it's been good talking with you guys. I gotta go. So.
All right, Shadow. But hey, keep us informed regarding with your outfit and stuff, man. So.
I will do what I can.
Well, keep it together as best you can, man, because there's a lot of power struggle going on over there. So a lot of people are starting to make their own outfits. So.
All hell, Mumble Tough.
You cannot go. You cannot go.
Rumble
doesn't mumble. Rumble freaking shouts to the heavens.
No, it's a joke from when he was high as fuck.
Yeah, that was high that day. Yeah.
Rumble, just so you know, just so that we don't waste any time, Wiggy isn't in Pale.
He isn't?
No, he's not in Pale.
All right,
did he move?
I just looked it up. I tried looking him up on the roster. He's not there.
I'm gonna look for him then, and reach out to him. I got him on Discord, so.
All right.
Stretch out. I'm gonna be stretching out to a lot of people over there. So a lot of people, believe it or not, there's a lot of outfit leaders automatically coming to me asking me for advice because we run our shit so well here, and they want the magic sauce, and I'm not going to give it to them. The secret sauce, baby. The secret sauce.
Magic sauce.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
If they want the magic sauce, we give them the Rogar sauce.
We put Rogar sauce in a jar and put a little tape on top. It says magic.
Yeah.
I do not want to know that sauce.
Good.
So I mean,
why is it doing? Oh my.
Well, you should probably go and push the talk.
Like I said, it's their own fault.
The voice.
I mean,
he's doing Maya or whatever the hell he's doing this.
It's called Maya from Hell. Yeah.
Well, guys, when you have 108 leaders that all have fucking rights to kick you or demote you and this and that, I mean, something's gonna give, man. It's just that's just stupid to me. I mean,
so actually, Rumble, be advised, they don't have 106 leaders. They have approximately 458 leaders. All their members are leaders now.
Holy fuck!
What?
So it's like a club.
If you look on their roster, everyone is rank legend.
So that means they got naming. I mean, they got the rights to kick and everything of that nature on top.
They
of
are
that.
all at the same playing field as Pale.
Oh shit!
Okay, well, so they have about the level of organization as the Goon Swarm.
Oh shit! Somebody's going. Who started that shit?
Hey guys, question: can you have two ranks on PlanetSide with the same exact name?
I have no idea. Possibly.
Because if you can, then that's more likely to be the case.
Possibly, but I don't know why'd you freaking do that to begin with.
Yeah, that's fuck with somebody.
Maybe.
It'd be confusing.
Does anybody want to play Eve or like fucking just some game? I'm bored as fuck.
Well, I'm playing Heroes and Generals actually, giving it a little.
I have to go in like 5 minutes because I'm getting my leadership award tonight. But I do have Eve, Abeloth. When you get on, send me a friend request.
Mamma mia.
Well, good. Take it easy then.
I have Heroes and Generals as well.
Abeloth, your new name is Abeloth.
Soviet Union. That's what I mean.
You have to go soon because it is fucking 5 a.m. in the morning.
Yeah.
Could you just please?
Listen, I haven't played Space Engineers in forever, and I want to play with somebody that knows how to play.
I have Space Engineers.
We have to.
My computer.
I would have to have my training.
Is anybody down to play Space Engineers with me?
Wait, guys,
Check the Space Engineers channel. There's people wanting to play after the meeting.
Yeah,
All right,
sure.
yeah, that was me that said that.
We have to
All right.
perform an
Oh,
exorcism.
okay. Well, shit.
We have to.
Well, these are rumor control, and this
Yeah.
is the facts, guys. So that that's why I wanted to bring all to your attention regarding with all this, what's going on, so that you don't hear it second, third class. You hear it from us first, us leaders and stuff of that nature. So, it's best to hear it from me than later on down the road and say, Rumble, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? So that I'd be like I said,
Rumble,
I'd be
what the
derelict
fuck?
in my duties.
What the fuck?
What the heck?
hell, man? What did I
The
just
Rogar?
Come on, man.
What the frick?
What the Rogar?
Yeah, the
2 feet
Rogar.
down the road, we're already saying.
Hey guys, you have to
Hey,
perform an exorcism to send the ghost of Stephen Hawking back to the grave.
Oh, please.
Jesus.
Fucking day late and $1 short with this fucking date.
Well, like to the guys who were saying bad things about me, fuck you.
Arnold,
Hey, aren't you
change
supposed to
that
freaking push to talk right? Freaking text to chat right now, so you won't freaking wake
It's
up your
5
mom.
a.m. in the morning. She just woke up, you
Jesus.
fucking cunt.
You just woke up. Damn. Well. Our very important meeting. I really appreciate you guys showing up and stuff. Means a lot. And please spread the word regarding we are here to stay. We are a gaming community first, as always. Okay, not just PS2, guys. We are a gaming community. So remember that. We are not going any fucking where. We are going to go to other games and have fun and stay wild and get that motherfucker everywhere we go.
And put the cookies
So-
down.
CS and like other games wearing low level armor, just like begging for like handout.
Yeah, but like I said,
Because we lost our game.
if you have a game that you want to bring forward, please do. Don't hesitate. I mean, our chain of command is easy. We're easy to talk to. We're not a bunch of dickheads or anything of that nature. So
we're not pale.
Most of us.
I mean, most
We're
of
not
us aren't
entirely
dickheads.
Mm.
Most of us aren't dickheads. I might
Program
be,
this.
me and Bob might be the exception, but for the most part,
Yeah.
if you catch
My
us,
sarcasm
if,
speaks to
Bob.
us.
if you catch me and Bob saying good things about you, we're probably having a good day. So.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Now,
Are
I,
you talking about a good
Who
day?
is the moron who
Nickname-
modeled
changing my
that?
nickname to the AIDS Man.
oh my gosh! But I do admit, guys. Okay, there's going to be a lot of times
What
where
the?
I'm going to have slurred speech because I'm high as a fucking kite with these pills that I'm on now. Now, for those of you that do not know what's going on with me, I'm going to enlighten you. Okay, about several weeks ago, I was in the hospital for acute kidney failure. Okay, this is serious business because I've been struggling with diabetes for over the last 10 years and stuff like that, and it's catching up with me. Diabetes. Yep. So
Diabetes.
It's a diabetes.
All right, guys, let's be serious about this fucking shit.
yeah, so with that being said and stuff, I'm on my way to recovery, but at the same time, I have to be on a transplant list and within the next 2 years. So that's what I'm looking at. Okay. So all my
blood type, I'll give you my kidney.
I got an
thank
extra
you,
one.
but thank you for that.
Rumble, you can have my kidney.
Thank you for that, but my wife is going to step up and give me
Rumble's just gonna wake up one morning with a big box of kidneys from FedEx.
yeah.
That is disgusting.
It's like, what the heck is this? It's like, dear Rumble, these are our kidneys with love.
With love.
Take our kidneys,
Wild
live
kidneys.
forever.
Well, I have
With
to
love, the wild card.
Have a good one.
I appreciate that, guys, but my wife is going to give me her kidney if need be. So,
No, dude, don't do that. Just take one of the random ass wild cards you barely know.
I would, but I need.
yeah.
Fuck your wife, man.
The truth be told, money cannot buy you everything, guys. Not even a kidney or anything. I have to be on the list just like everybody else. And I have to get tested. I got to get psychic evaluation because I have to be deserving of that kidney. And then on top of that, my wife has to go through the same thing because if she's going to give me her kidney, she has to go through test and psychic evaluation, make sure I'm not trying to rip her off or coerce her from giving me her kidney. So it's a big
Got you, Rumble, if that fails. You know where to find us.
Yeah, man. You got like 5, 6 different kidneys chilling here.
Yeah. I've watched enough of House to know how to do it.
Dude, I already removed that's right next to
He watched
Grey's
fucking
Anatomy
House.
taught me everything
It's
I
not
need to
even
know.
Crap, I already
I've watched enough Grey's Anatomy. I'm an expert.
Oh my gosh, Grey's Anatomy! All they were doing was fucking on that show and shit. That's all they had.
Yeah,
doing.
pretty much.
Not being a
Sex and
doctor.
nurses.
Oh, it's gone, dude.
costumes.
Wait,
Please don't
you mean
talk
that's
about
not
that
how
shit
you do
show.
surgery?
No one pissed me off.
so.
I could,
Bob.
Yeah,
guys.
so real deal.
No one
That's
pissed
what's
me
going
off.
on, man. So that's
We
what
gotta
I'm
get on. Where they're making doctor porn jokes.
Like
We
this.
gotta do the Adam Driver.
No one pissed me
Think there's
off. I've
something
seen
wrong?
enough Law and Order, Criminal Minds, and NCIS to make your murder look like Santa Claus did it.
It was the Tooth Fairy.
It was. So, for the next 2 years, I'll be with a kidney doctor most of my time and stuff like that. I'll still be playing the games and stuff of that, whatever game that we land on or whatever, still be doing that. But as well as leading the outfit. I'm not going anywhere, so just letting you know that. But it's you guys that keeps me going. And on top of that, I have a strong will to live, so there's no problem with that. So.
Rumble, you're on Discord. Your live's not that strong if you're on a Discord.
If you're on the internet or online gaming or anything, come on.
Yeah. So, like I said, I have to get on a transplant list and stuff like that. But the thing is, I'm trying to stave off dialysis for the next 1 to 2 years because my doctor says I am on the fast track for dialysis. So I'm trying to stave that off for the next year and a half, to 2 years. So
you don't need one. You don't need to get on that list. You got about 130 members that want to give you a kidney. You have so many.
He's not wrong. He's not
We're
wrong.
on the list to give Rumble our kidneys.
He's
Like I
he's
said,
not
mine
wrong.
is already out. It's sitting right here.
Yo, guys.
Lab donors.
I have O negative. I can give anybody I want a kidney.
A lot of people are O negative.
Yeah, I'm O negative.
49% of the U.S. population is O negative or O. Oh,
Yes, but how many of them? How many?
Do you know your
Well, actually,
blood type?
they're O positive, but regardless, you also have to
Yeah,
do.
but-
You also have to do. What was it? You have to do HLA screening too. So that's that's completely different.
Guys, good night.
All right, later, Sergeant Rio.
I gotta run.
I think the man wanted to say something.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is that like I said, I'm not going anywhere. You guys keep me going and stuff, and that's why I love you all and thank you for your support and everything. And I know a lot of you guys I've helped in the past and stuff like that. I'm not trying to look for accolades or anything like that, but I consider you guys all my friends, and I love you all. And
Rumble, you're not my friend. You're my father.
You're my papa.
Papa Vanu.
Rumble is Papa Vanu.
Yeah.
Rumble is Papa Vanu this whole time.
Okay, guys.
So undercover.
We are all
You have not failed me. You have
Everybody's
failed yourself.
Run into battle, spamming on Yell Chat.
Yeah.
Papa Van.
So
He has come.
stretched. It's always stretched.
Rumble for Papa Vanu.
Yeah.
Always. Oh my. Oh yeah.
Now I
When-
can't help but
totally
imagine.
Great.
When-
Okay, guys, we're running into.
When
Hey,
46 when 46 years you reach, okay? So shoot.
What is this? What even is?
But if I may say something in addition to what Rumble was saying earlier about his whole health condition, there will be times throughout the year where Rumble may have to be out of commission for a little bit, in which case you will have the Ace of Spades and the officers to refer to for help. So just because Rumble isn't around doesn't mean the wild cards are going anywhere. We have this shit under control too, at least to some degree. So
Yes, and they know what they're doing, guys. So trust in them, because I picked the leaders very carefully here for this outfit. So
Wait, we're supposed to have trust in Arnold? Oh
Of
God, we're
course.
gonna die.
he's gonna put the cookies
They're gonna
down.
No, we're just gonna stage a huge anarchy when that happens.
He's gonna make us like. He's gonna force us into the den of Rogar, and he's gonna make us listen to like all 3 episodes just on loop.
He does that already. He does that already. What are you talking about?
The very first thing he does is he just changes everybody's role to Rogarling.
The way I do it is I have it mimic the freaking the Cult of Rogar and NC, where it's like the top rank is what is it? I think it's Rogar, and then the champion of Feces is the top rank, and then the second top rank is Acolyte of Feces. The third rank is the Riled Rogars, followed by Rogarlings, followed by POS for piece of shit.
Love it.
Rumble. Next time you are out of commission, we are staging a mutiny against Arnold.
Oh my gosh.
You'll not.
Yeah, you come
We
back
have
after
two
like
members
there's
on our
like
side,
13 different mutinies.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's crazy.
And the Aces of Spade have just been turned into the council, so
Man, you
that we have
guys
just
are-
one person from each mutiny as
Council.
representative.
Yeah. The wild cards becomes a wild conglomeration.
Okay, guys, we are forming a council of Elrond. We need to find him. Do we have any midgets? We need a Gimli.
Oompa Loompas.
We need 9 rings.
9 rings.
All right, we need 9 rings for the King of Men, guys.
No, we need to have like all the game leaders be like the ring bearers of the 9 rings.
K Daddy, you there?
So wait,
He's
they're all
playing
going to
Planet
be evil
Side.
now.
He's playing. He's on NC in the Cult of Rogar, doing Rogar's duties as
Probably using a shotgun, like
getting
the
a fucking
piece of crap
3.0
he is.
KDR. Holy shit!
Shit, damn.
Fuck.
He had fucking 86 kills and 28 deaths.
Yeah.
I wonder if like K-Dog gets the same shit from the other factions that Transgressor gets from us.
Most likely.
I had my first hour and a half 1.0.
Well, all I know that is that Tiger hates the shit out of K-Dog because he sends him so many fucking bounties. It's pathetic. It's like 50 to 60 automatic every time he gets
Tiger
killed.
hates meat with a burning passion.
Did you guys know this was something that we discussed in the podcast? Did you guys know? Fun fact for today. Did you guys know that an Australian tiger is actually the name of a dragonfly?
Really?
Yes.
I
So
didn't
whenever
hear
you see
that.
Pale Tiger around, he's actually a dragonfly.
Anybody ready to
White
play?
dragonfly.
Ready to play.
Great, time to bring up the raid, I guess.
Bring out the raid. Shit.
Is anyone ready to play Space Engineers?
Ooh, I heard like
Okay, guys.
0.5 seconds of the background music.
I have an idea for Shooter's Conquest.
All right, go for it.
A Lord of the Rings ripoff. We have 9 Sundays trying to cross through the mountains. Trying to make it from one side of the continent to the other without getting hurt.
Without getting hurt.
Impossible. But the thing is that
I know, that's why.
You fall off the damn cliff going around the fucking ascent and shit.
That's why. It's amazing.
Boom.
I swear to God,
That's like the ring bearer being an infiltrator, you know.
Is anybody in for it?
Shoot.
I swear to God, Nanite Systems manufacture Sunderers with bald tires on them.
Bald
They just don't fucking
bald
rip
tire.
ever.
Well, you know, next to become like triangle tires, you know.
Center of gravity is like
We're
3
just
miles
trying
in the
new
air.
things.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
Dude, I think that thing's center of mass is on the left side, like just on the left panel.
I don't know. It's in space.
Space.
That's how easy that thing tips over. I swear I
Space
could
bomb.
breathe on it and it would tip over.
Man, I want Space Bomb back.
Spoiler alert.
Guys, we also need. I want to have a navy in Planetside. That'd be epic.
I had thought of that, but I mean, in the state that you know DBG's in, not gonna happen.
no.
Just a real quick thing. The man Pedro's trying to get a hold of you in DMs, so just go check your DMs and shit. Anyway, is there anything else that we're talking about in the meeting, or are we just shooting the shit now?
This is pretty much it, but we'll just shoot the shit right here, man. Nothing wrong with that.
I
Well,
say
thanks
that
for recording that.
Yep.
Yeah. I say that